I'm Andy, handy-fair brother, 54. I live in Chiswick. I've been cycling all my life, really. It's lovely here in the summer. With Richmond so close, and further on, you've got Bushy Park. The scope for bike rides is just endless, really. It's fabulous. Bought my first electric bike about 5 years ago. That one sort of bit the dust a bit in the last 6 months. So I was looking around to get another one and did quite a lot of research and came across Estarli. And everything I heard about it was positive, and so I decided to go with it. I must say, I'm absolutely delighted with it. This is the first time I've owned a bike with a belt, and I think it's great. I mean, just seems to be very easy, you know, low maintenance, pretty simple. Doesn't come off, which is a pain in the rear when it does, especially with cold hands. I got the e28.X. I think it was delivered before Christmas, so I've been using it for about maybe 5 weeks. I've done about 150 miles, and it's fantastic. This bike's got an automatic 2-speed motor, which means that obviously when you start off until about 11, 12 miles an hour, it goes up a gear. I find that the way that the gearing shifts is at really the perfect point for me. It does seem to shift exactly at the point that I want it to. When it's at the higher gear, even if you're on an incline, even at power setting 1, it's very easy just to get up the incline. You're not really feeling a struggle. And when I've just tested it out, you know, you go up a couple of power settings to 3, say, absolutely no problem at all. I've been pretty fast on it. I've been up to about 28 miles an hour on it. And I just feel, as I say, when I go up quite a significant incline, with the power setting and the torque sensor, it's just effortless, really. It's quite a steep hill, this, but it's not. It's just easy. I don't think I've changed gear yet, and probably won't until I get near the top. I mean, that was easy. Easy. There are 5 power modes, and I must say in the 140 or 50 miles I've done, I don't think I've really ever gone really beyond 1. Maybe just to test it out. So tootling around at power setting 1 is absolutely fine for the sort of cycling I'm doing. You honestly feel when you're on a tarmac that you can go along at 15 or 16 miles an hour all day. And I think the torque sensor, never really come across that before, but I can really see, you know, when I put pressure on the pedals, how the little bit of power is absolutely perfect for the sort of cycling that I do on a day-to-day basis. It looks like a normal bike. It doesn't. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a lot of electric bikes, but it doesn't look particularly like an electric bike. The only way you'd perhaps know it's an electric bike is if you looked quite closely at that at the back. And I think visually, I think it looks, and it's a nice looking bike. The seat's quite comfortable, very comfortable. I think you put some good. It comes with. I know I put new pedals on, but I think it comes with good specification. I like the handlebars. I like these. I like these. I think it fits nicely into the palm here. The tyres are good. The tyres are good quality. I think the integrated lights and removable battery. I got the front suspension, which I think was a good option. I didn't get the rear suspension. I didn't think for the sort of commute that or the sort of cycling that I do on a day-to-day basis, I needed it. And I got the rear pannier. When I go on my mountain bike, it's sort of all a bit difficult, a bit weird really, having to change gears. This is just so effortless. I've got a carbon-framed Scott mountain bike. I've got a folding bike as well, so I use them for specific purposes, but I wanted a bike really for commuting. My commute into work is pretty flat from here to Holborn, maybe 8.5 miles. It's a nice ride with some inclines, but this it's just effortless. It's really, it's a joy to ride. It's quite light. There have been occasions where I've not used the power at all, and it's been very, very easy to ride still. One of the benefits of it, even for quite of an 8.5 mile cycle, 40 minute cycle, generally if I crank the setting up a bit and it's not too warm, I can get to work, and I tend to have a shower when I get to work, but I don't really sometimes feel I need to, so I could go straight out to a conference or to court if I need to. quite a few people with my old electric bike. A couple of my friends have got them as well, and the problem is that they live perhaps in flats where it's not that easy to wheel in a big heavy electric bike to charge it, and that's what you need to do, so you can't replace it. So having the facility to remove the battery is really good. I think it's important, especially in this sort of economic climate, to buy British if you can, and I think it's great that this is a good British product. Customer service, can't fault it at all. I've had a couple of occasions to contact customer service, and very responsive, very helpful. I've got absolutely nothing but praise for it, really, which is what you want. Having good customer service is important, I think. I know that people say, my wife in particular, that, well, it's an electric bike, it doesn't keep you fit, but it gets me out, and certainly on power setting 1, I don't know, my wife might still say I'm not really getting any exercise, but I think I am.